Alright, it's Patrick here, Southwest Fort Worth. I want to give a quick update on the fish room, sunroom, aquaponics room that I had built, and it's just about done. So let me switch this over. Okay, so it's dark out, but it's cold out here. But had the addition done. We'll get a daylight video later. And the idea was to be able to have windows, have some sunlight come in, and on the sides here I'm going to have some IBC totes that are going to serve as a sump and have the fish tanks running to, they're going to run to that sump. It's going to be growing produce. I've got some tomatoes outside. I've been growing some cucumbers, some other stuff, but it'll be right here, and then it'll pump water into the racks and the tanks, and I'll have maybe 3 of those types of systems going. So, but I've got all the fish tanks in here. I've got looking in here. I was at an auction and I got some of these red fancy guppies, and that's the not as colorful male. There's a more colorful male. It came with 2 pairs, and now there's just dozens and dozens of fry, because I threw them in here because I had nothing in the tank because everything was outside. But I set this up real quick, threw them in here, and it was like they didn't eat a single fry. Like, they're all growing like crazy. There's a big female. I think she's popped maybe 2 times since I've gotten her. She's about to go again. And let's see how there's the. Is this the more colorful male? No. No, that's still the other male. Anyway, he's still a cool looking male though. Got some cichlids down here. That were outside. Colors on them. Got some marble crayfish and totes and other random fish in there that I brought in because it got cold. We'll come back to this and look for that male. So I'll explain the system. I'll have a 2-inch water PVC pushing water up into here to drop into those overflow filters, and or the hang on the back filters, and the overflow will come out the PVC into the next hang on back filters, which will come out into the next hang on back filters. And I've got the bottom 3 set up. Once I can set those up, alright, and then it'll go in the gutter system, and the gutter is working. But then I'll have another gutter coming over to the side, and this gutter will catch both. They'll be back to back, so I'll have these tanks set up. But they'll be back to back, and that gutter system will go over to the IBC tote that I'll have set up, which will also have a grow bed and be using the nutrients that the fish, the waste, is going to provide the nutrients for the plants, for the different produce. And we'll go ahead and we'll look at the front of this one real quick. So these are a bit cloudy still. I grabbed some plants that I had outside, put them in. That'll clear up. But I decided to use had some hang-on back filters lying around too. Decided to set them up. I like them. They're efficient filters. It's not like the plants I'm growing are hard to grow anyway. This tank I resealed and just filled it with water. Had to have some place to put the OB Peacocks Labs and Red Zebras. So threw them in there, but I'll be taking them out and setting this up with gravel and whatnot. And some different rocks. But I'm glad it's like a new tank again. I found some time and resealed it. Down here I've got some different cherry shrimp, and I've got some cool endlers. I forget the name of them. Got them from L.R. Brett's. There they are right there. They got a cool blue to them. Anyway, I'm sure they'll have some fry soon and fill up the tank. Let's see if I can't zoom in on them. For focus. Yeah, it's all good. Some cool fire shrimp in here too. And some cherries. There's a 40 bow front. It's got some rainbows. Some shrimp, some smaller ancestris that are growing out. The bigger ones are in here with random guppies. We're redoing this tank. The 75 I resealed. Let me get that going. And over here I've got some Odessa barbs and some koi angels. Those kois were out. Koi angels were outside all summer. Odessas. They're wondering why I woke them up. Anyway, I'm excited about the system. I was filling up the tanks and just watching the overflow, going to the gutter, everything working perfect. Cool shrimp right there. See if I can find that other colorful male real quick in here. Oh, there they are. There he is. Anyway, and got another just looking at that male, he looks pretty cool. And there was one in here. This red one. It's looking sweet. That one's just a random one. I'm gonna redo this tank. I don't like that orange gravel. I only got the sink installed. This is a cool sink. It's pretty deep. It's way deep. But it's got a slight leak, so that's got to be fixed. It just got hooked up a few days ago. So yeah, that's the update of the room. Excited about it. And I've got my pumps up here. Got the lines going around. So I've got air everywhere. And, the bulbs, they're all daylight LED. So this whole room, even though it's lit up, this whole room uses less than 300 watts on the ceiling lights up here. So, pretty cool.